have you been looking for a house in Fishers that is out by the Geist area? Maybe you want a boat dock, but can't find a house with a boat dock, but you'd like to purchase a boat dock. Well, this house you can. This is a spec home. This is a new builder we haven't had on our channel before. This is David Weekley Homes. Let's go check it out and I'll give you all of the deets. Okay, so as you can see, it is a beautiful exterior. Love the stonework out here on the front, gives it some character, but still, you know, one of the things that I absolutely love so many times when you go to builders, it's just a box. But you've got all these layers and different parts of the home. It's a 3-car garage, like I said, if I haven't said that before. And to kind of give you the details, this is a 4,908 square foot home, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms. There's that 3-car garage. And look at this, it backs up to a pond. And this, we'll get back there as well, but this is a walkway. And so you're never gonna have people behind you, which is really, really great. Now this is in the neighborhood Lakes of Grantham, which you guys, this neighborhood, okay, first off, there is an indoor basketball court, an outdoor basketball court, an indoor pickleball court. There's lounges, indoor and outdoor. There's a dog park. There is 42 acres of nature trails. I mean, come on, there is so much. And like I mentioned, you can actually also purchase a boat dock if you want for Geist, which I think if you haven't started looking at boat docks, they're hard to sometimes find, but this one you can purchase a boat dock. Now, in order to keep that boat dock, you have to live in the neighborhood, so you can sell the boat dock, but you'd have to stay within, the person who owns the boat dock has to live in some designated neighborhoods. But let's head inside and see what she got. Okay, so when you first walk in, you've got a kind of like a, I'm gonna call it a living room, a seating room. You could have it be a library, an office. There's not doors, but that's the front door. And these are also 10-foot ceilings. So that's an extra bonus. Kind of makes it feel nice and open. And then when you walk in, you can see all the way back to the pond, which is really great. And I love the dimensions. So you've got all the different dimensions, kind of like outside, instead of just a plain box. You have some character to the house. We'll go down there here in a minute. That's the basement. But walking in, you walk right into the, you know, like family room, great room, dining space, kitchen. Now look at that kitchen. So the sales counselor told me that with this floor plan, that they put about $100,000 worth of upgrades. Now you're probably gonna spend, if you didn't buy this spec home and you wanted to build, you're probably gonna spend probably close to that $80,000 to $100,000 in upgrades, but some of those upgrades are like this, where the cabinets go all the way to the ceiling. You've got crown molding along the ceiling. You've got a vented range hood instead of a microwave over the range hood. I also love this, where they have the lower and upper outside cabinets are one color, and then the island is a separate, it's kind of like a tealy blue, which is really popular right now. Love the pendant lights. And this just feels so nice and open and big. And one of the benefits also with like underneath these cabinets, this island, they've made this storage, which is great. This is, I had a friend who has this, and she put all of her, you know, the big Owala and or water jugs that everybody has, the Stanleys and everything, she has them on their side. And so people can just come and grab them. That way they're not clogging up the upper cabinets. So this is great to kind of have those. I feel like you could fit like 6 chairs. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You easily, I think, can fit 6 bar stools underneath there, which is great. So that's interesting. They've put the microwave, instead of it being over the cooktop, it's set in a separate area, which I love because this is great, right? Everybody loves this look. It's, you know, streamlined, simple lines. And nobody really likes their microwave above their cooktop. And so you have the cooktop right there, which is great. And then you've also got a walk-in pantry, double oven, so stainless steel, beautiful double ovens, gas cooktop. Like I said, this is a spec, so you could purchase it now. She said they do have rate buy down incentives, but they're always changing and it depends on the house. So you'll wanna, you know, call us and then we can call the sales counselor and we can work through all of that if that's something or an avenue that you want to go. Back door, so this would be your, you know, main dining space. You could put a big, huge, long table because this space is really large. And then you have a huge, great room where you can put like an L-shaped, see if I make sure I can show my finger, put an L-shaped couch right here, put the TV there, your Christmas tree. So in the winter time, you want all of the neighbors to see your beautiful Christmas tree. You could put that right in the middle. Yes, this is great. Okay, this also is a primary bedroom on the first floor, which I think these are becoming more and more requested by clients. So you've got windows that, again, look out. Look at that view. I love that they did one big window. Like, yes, you can open those two windows, but you've got one big window with the view of the pond. And then you also have those 10-foot ceilings, but then you also have a tray ceiling in here. So that would be an upgrade. And then they matched the doors with this wall, which is such a great idea. And I love that they painted the doors a different color just to kind of give it a pop, right? I feel like so many spec homes that I walk into, everything is white on white on white on white, which there is a lot of white here, but you have the pop of the kind of like gray blue. Okay, that is a really large vanity. Look at that, tons of countertop space with tons of drawer space. Hey, you get me in my athletic gear today. I met with some girlfriends at Cafe Patachou, one of my favorite breakfast brunch locations. You gotta check that out, but we had a nice little morning, grabbing coffee, chatting, but you got me in my workout gear. The commode. And then look at this closet. Nice and big. I know it doesn't, I feel like so many times like a video just does not do a space justice. I guess if I turn on the light, is that better? But it's quite large. It's probably twice the size of my closet. I have a tiny closet for the size of my house. And then a linen closet. So at least the benefit is, even though you have all your drawers, you can keep all your towels and everything there. These are also raised vanities with a higher end quartz, it looks like, countertop, and it's an undermount sink, which, gosh, I love that. That's beautiful. Dual lights. Okay. Right on the other side of the primary bedroom is a secondary bath. So you've got a pedestal sink with the toilet, and then again, tall ceilings. I feel like you could really do this up even more, make it look even fancier. I do love the trim. So I'm a trim girl, so I love when they've done a larger, let's see if I can show this to you, but like a larger trim piece that looks nicer, honestly. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go upstairs. Oh, I didn't even show you before we go upstairs. Sorry, you guys, there's a whole nother bedroom down here. So for those of you that are like, okay, we're gonna have a baby or we have a young kid and we don't want to have where we're upstairs and the kids are downstairs. Sorry, we're on the main floor and the kids are upstairs. This is a perfect example. Like if you have a newborn, you could have a bedroom here on the first floor. This could be, if you don't have that, this could be the guest quarters because it's got a full bathroom. Look at this, full bathroom. Thank you, David Weekley, for taking the tile all the way up to the ceiling. Again, with those countertops with an undermount sink. This is great. And then there is a closet here, which is awesome. You guys, I feel like I should always sometimes have a ticker of like, that's great, that's awesome. How many times do I say those words? So many times. Okay, so that is the garage. Well, I guess we'll go up there. So this is the garage. So again, another bonus, 3-car, but look at this extra space. So you can actually, so many times there's 3-car garages at homes, but you can't park in the third parking spot because that's where you put all your junk. Well, here you can park because you have all of this space to put like your fridge and your trash cans and your lawnmower, you know what I mean? And then you can, bikes, you can put your bikes there. There's so much room, which is really, really great. Then when you walk in, to your left is your laundry room. So you've got your laundry room here with cabinets above and then a folding spot, which is really great. If you have pets, you could do like a cat litter or a dog crate or something. So this is tucked away from everybody else. You've got a closet right here. That's where your like vacuum and stuff can go. But then you also have your command station. So this is where you can set up the spot where this is the place that the whole family charges their phones and drops the mail and puts all their junk, so that then all of your junk isn't out here in this beautiful kitchen, right? You keep all of this nice and clean and everybody puts all of their junk back there, right? I am loving this flow. Let's see if they actually say this is the Wildcat, which is, I'm loving this. This is the first time I've seen the Wildcat. Do love the name. So upstairs, first off, love these spindles, love a metal, simple, streamlined. Plus they're also taller. Sorry, it took me a second because this this railing is taller. It almost hits my hip, which I'm 5'11". So to have a railing that is tall, that's great. I really love that actually. Loft. So again, secondary family room, living room, gaming space, reading nook, cat lounge. I went into a house the other day where they had turned the loft into, they had like 4 or 5 cats and they turned it into this whole cat like village. Like they had places for them to like little houses, and they had these like trees and animals for the cats to climb up on. It was really cool. Okay, secondary bedroom, top of the stairs, has its own bathroom and closet. Okay, so that's really nice. It's a bathtub sink shared, okay? So that's a bonus. So that could be a guest bedroom if it needs to be. There's a full bath. So you can see here, hi, me and my dirty hair. So double sinks, raised vanity, tub, shower, mix. And then it is right next to a secondary bedroom with closet, okay? And then a third bedroom with closet, okay? And then this is a linen closet, okay? So that's all off of the upstairs. So you have one down there that has its own bathroom, and then these 2 bedrooms share the one bathroom. This is a great view. Love this view. Loving the floors and the carpet. All of the colors are really pretty neutral, but then again with that like steely blue doors. I love a good pop of color. Then we go to the, let me turn this. Go to the basement. Okay. So the basement is nice. Here, let me see if I can, there we go. Nice and open. So you have a huge space here that could be a movie space, right? Because the window, the egress window is here. And so you could have a whole like movie theater where the projector, you could have a projector and have a screen. You could have a big, I swear they make TVs the size of projection TVs now at this point, but you could have like a 75-inch there, and then have a big L-shaped or U-shaped couch, which honestly, I love IKEA's big leather couches. You could have a gaming space, and then you even have more room over here to do stuff. Looks like you have a bathroom. So you would have a full bathroom in the basement, which means that you could, if you really wanted to, you could wall this in and have this be a bedroom because it's got an egress. It just has to have an egress so that the person can escape, and a closet. So you could make that space be a bedroom and still have tons of space. You'd have that whole open space, this whole open space, and then this door is just a closet. Okay, so that's the under the stairs closet. And then this door, let's see if the light is there or there. You have nice size storage. So that's, oh, this is great. They even have a portion, oh, let me zoom up, that is crawl space. So this is great. They've utilized this is really nice because you could put storage, like put bins right there. And then that way you can then put cabinets or counter cabinets, shelving right here for storage. And it looks like you've even got some space. Oh, I can't see. Sorry, guys. Let me move the gimbal. Sorry, you also have a little bit of space. That again is really great to be able to gain access to things. But then you have water heater, furnace, and then your sump pumps. So yeah, okay, let's head out to the backyard because that's the one last space that I've shown you, or that I haven't shown you. I'm curious what your thoughts are at this point in time. Such a great property. I think the flow is really, really great, especially with having that extra bedroom on the first floor and then the 3 bedrooms upstairs. Loving that, but let's go check out the backyard space. And I love that it has a waterfall or like a fountain. So this is your backyard. So this property is sitting at 0.27 acres, so a quarter of an acre. It looks like they have a fence, and so it is on a pond, right? So you could do like a wrought iron fence if you wanted to, if you've got dogs or young kids and you don't want them running to the pond. This is a walkway right here, so it's kind of nice. This is going to be your view. There's not going to be anything that's built out. This neighborhood is only in the first phase, so about 40 to 50 homes have been built so far. There's probably the second phase is coming along, and will probably open here in the next couple of months. And the benefit is if you purchase something like this, you're going to have probably pretty much instant equity, because once they open the second section, She has told me they're probably gonna go up between $80,000 and $100,000. So that's instant. The price of this home, I'm not gonna tell you, reach out and I'll let you know the price, but the benefit with this one, here, I'll turn this around. The benefit with this one is you're kind of right in the middle. So one of the tips that we always give clients when they are moving to the area is to try to put yourself in the middle of the neighborhood. I don't recommend you usually be at the bottom from a price point perspective or at the very top. There are houses in here that are $200,000 or $300,000 more than this house, and then there's houses that are in here that are a little bit lower. So this would put you right in the middle and give you a good chance, especially from a return on investment. It's a great property. So she said, she gave me the go ahead that there's a little bit of wiggle room, so reach out to us. We help all of our clients when they're looking at new construction or either building or purchasing a spec home. Let us help you with that negotiation and work through that whole process and be the advocate for you. So anyways, if you have any questions, hopefully you liked this tour. This house is stunning. I'm so excited. I'm glad I found it and was able to show you a David Weekley home, since I know I've shown you other properties as well, or other builders, I guess I should say. If you have any questions, let me know. We do videos, so we do live videos. So if you kind of want to know what's going on from a live perspective or current data, then make sure to tune in on our Tuesday live videos that we do every other Tuesday. And then we do home tours and we do kind of informative videos that talk about Indianapolis and the surrounding areas. We talk a lot about Hamilton County because it's such a highly rated area with great schools, shopping, dining like this one. It's in such a great location. It's close to shopping and dining. You're 5 minutes away from stuff, but yet you have really quick access to get to highways, to get downtown. And so, yeah, this one, you guys are gonna want to come and see it because it could be your next home. Anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. There's a QR code on the top of our YouTube channel. If you scan that, we can set up a call. I can do a Zoom call with you and we can just kind of explore what does it look like? Can we help you? And I would love to do that. So thanks for sticking with us on this beautiful David Weekley tour, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.